Welcome, Jeff Manzella here with 30,000 Foot Wealth Management. Today, we're going to be talking about 3 strategies that you have to think about in a volatile market. And it's best if you have these things prepared beforehand because the volatile markets come and go. The stock market goes up and down. Sometimes it can go up 10%, sometimes it can go down for 10% or more. Let's have a plan to make sure that you're ready for it. First plan of action is Roth IRA conversions. We promote Roth IRA conversions all the time here, and the idea is that if you have IRA or taxable money in a 401k that you have to pay tax on, why not pay tax this calendar year in part of it and allow it to grow completely tax-free and all the growth be tax-free over the next 10, 15, 20 years. Well, in a volatile market, when the stock market is going up and down, it is extremely important to be able to take advantage of this. Here's the example. You're looking to convert $100,000 this year, and we'll sit back and say, well, when should we do it? Should we do it at the beginning of the year, at the end of the year? I don't know, but let's have a plan. In this example, your $100,000 that you started with at the beginning of the year drops down to $70,000. Oh no, I just lost $30,000. I don't want to convert anything. Are you crazy? It's the best time to convert right now. Because if you're in the 22% bracket, what you were going to pay to convert that was about $22,000 of tax. But because that value of that investment went down to 70, now you're only going to pay $15,400 of tax. Several thousand dollars of tax for doing the same transaction of being smart. And when the market went down, you converted. In the end, it's going to end up at $120,000 as long as the market grows, which we all expect it will. And whether you converted it at 100 or 70, this investment still ended up at 120. I would just rather pay less tax because you had a plan at the beginning of the year. Second idea is to rebalance. And the idea of rebalancing is that you want to buy low and sell high. In this example, we have a very conservative investor who has majority of bonds right here. They have a little bit of stocks and a little bit of international. What happens? Well, the stock market went down. It's happened many times in the last 20 years. It's going to happen at some point. So this means that their whole share of their portfolio has now really increased, or their stock portion has decreased. Well, a good financial advisor should be able to say, let's go ahead and rebalance to the original portion. So that means that you're buying the stocks when they're low. So then when the stocks come back as they correct and they achieve newer highs, that portion, you're taking advantage of it. And then in the end, you're probably going to have to rebalance again because now you have too many stocks. So a good financial advisor, or if you're in a target date fund that is automatically balanced for you, this will automatically be happening in your account. So majority of us who have financial advisors or investors who do, they will be doing this for you. Buying low, selling high. It's a great opportunity. And lastly, tax loss harvesting. Now this is for the non-retirement accounts. And in this example, we have a person who's in the 35% tax bracket. Many of us have investments that have gone up, and we have trouble selling them because you have to pay a large tax on them when you do sell. But a great idea is when the market corrects and there's a downturn or volatility, what we look at is we have that investment that's done really well, and now let's go ahead and sell one that has actually went down. So maybe a different investment. In this case, if you were to sell that $20,000 investment, you'd have a $7,000 gain or potentially tax owed. But if you were to offset that with a capital loss of $25,000, what happens is you wipe out that $7,000 because $20,000 of profit, $20,000 of loss, the IRS allows you to cancel that out. And in this case, we had an extra $5,000 loss. Well, you can actually apply that to $3,000 to reduce your ordinary income in the current year. And if you have more than $3,000, in this case, we do an additional two, we can actually apply that $2,000 to next year's gains or income. So having a plan at the beginning of the year, whether you want to decide to do a Roth conversion, if you think you should rebalance, or tax loss harvesting. These are three fantastic ideas to sit with your financial advisor and make sure that you have a plan that if the market does drop 15, 20, 25%, that's when you're going to execute these strategies. It's a fantastic way so people do make more money when the market goes down. Thank you, and talk to you soon.